The shadow of the Jinn. The old apartment had stood for decades, abandoned and forgotten in the heart of the city. Its walls, once bright, were now stained with time, its corridors heavy with silence. No one dared to enter, not after the stories spread. Stories of vanishing tenants, of whispers behind locked doors, of eyes that watched from the dark. When Fahad moved in, he dismissed the tales as mere superstition. A cheap apartment in the city was rare, and he was not about to pass up the opportunity. He set his few belongings down, ignoring the cold draft that seemed to slither through the room despite the windows being shut tight. That night, as he lay in bed, a scraping noise echoed through the walls. It was rhythmic, deliberate. He turned on the light, his heart thudding, but nothing was there. The noise stopped the moment he sat up. The next day, he explored the building. The floors above him were locked, the doors sealed shut. On the ground floor, he noticed an old woman sitting in the dimly lit hallway, her eyes, sunken and hollow, fixated on him. "You should leave," she said. Her voice was barely above a breath. "This place is cursed." Fahad forced a smile, pretending to ignore the unease settling in his chest. "I don't believe in curses." The woman's lips curled into something that wasn't quite a smile. "Then you will soon understand." That night, he awoke to the sound of something moving inside his apartment. A slow, dragging sound, like nails against wood. His breath hitched as he reached for his phone, but the screen flickered and died. The air turned thick, suffocating, as if something unseen filled the space around him. Then, a shadow moved. Not from the corner of his vision, but in front of him. A figure, twisted and hunched, its limbs elongated, its fingers curling unnaturally. Eyes, black voids, locked onto him. A grin, wide and unnatural, stretched across its face, revealing jagged, yellowed teeth. Fahad couldn't move. His limbs felt paralyzed as the creature drew closer, its feet never quite touching the floor. He wanted to scream, but no sound came. The figure reached out, its fingers grazing his forehead, and in that moment, his mind flooded with images of fire, of ancient ruins, of voices speaking in a language older than time. The pain was unbearable. His body convulsed as the images seared into his mind. Then, just as suddenly as it came, the creature vanished, leaving nothing but a suffocating silence. Morning came, but Fahad felt no relief. His body ached as though he had been beaten. The old woman from the hallway was gone. He checked the locks, searched the apartment for any sign of entry, but there was none. Over the next few days, the presence grew stronger. Shadows that didn't belong, objects shifting when he wasn't looking. The air reeked of something ancient, something wrong. He dreamt of the creature every night, and every morning he awoke with bruises in places he couldn't reach. Desperate, he turned to an old scholar, a man well-versed in things beyond human comprehension. When he described the entity, the scholar paled. "You have been marked," he said. "The Jinn has chosen you. It is no ordinary spirit. It feeds on fear, on sanity. You cannot fight it, only escape it. Leave, before it consumes you." Fahad did not hesitate. That night, he packed his belongings and fled. As he reached the apartment door, a cold hand brushed against his shoulder. He spun around. Nothing. But a whisper, deep and guttural, slithered into his ears. "You are mine now." He ran. He never looked back. Years passed, but Fahad was never free. In every shadow, in every reflection, he saw it. Watching. Waiting. And when the silence stretched too long, when the darkness pressed too close, he knew. It was only a matter of time.